describe it sometimes as a political film festival, and it is political, but it's not partisan. It's political as in this is what is going on in the world, and this is what is happening at the front of all of these social movements from around the globe.
There's nothing in the world like running with a group of 200 people all wearing black.
We're not really people who believe in, like writing to our representative, even though that is important, but that's not really the only way to affect social change.
Now, the next film may or may not have been smuggled out from a U.S. military installation.
So you want to be a Guantanamo Bay prison interrogator?
In Western democracies are politically dangerous. Falling middle class tends to be the breeding ground for ultra-right-wing populist backlashes, fascism.
There's something about the DIY spirit of it all that's just sort of inspiring. You see how Scott put this thing together and it's grown to be so big over the years and travel everywhere. It doesn't need to be corporate. It can just be something like by the people, for the people.
I really don't like working for other people and being bossed around and told what to do.
DIY, I know, has always been the sort of like ethical standard that a lot of friends of mine who are more into punk rock kind of kept as like their mantra, but I didn't really know what it was, or I knew what it was, but I didn't really realize that I was going to end up living it.
Evil Twin is basically this weird project that Scott and I started years ago, based off of the Lost Film Fest and Lost Film Fest's like awesome DIY punk rock touring style. It was kind of new and exciting for the boring independent film world that was like stuck in a micro cinema gulag. We started working with that film, The Weather Underground, and also booking speaker tours for Bernadine Dorn and Bill Ayers of The Weather Underground. One thing I do is I'm working on a new flyer for Evil Twin booking that says I became a terrorist and all I got was this lousy lecture tour. We work with the Yes Men, Boots Riley, Dead Prez.
Runaway slave, runaway slave. I'm a runaway slave, runaway slave. I got the blood of Kunta, fighting for my freedom. If I had to lose my life, then so be it.
Andreas Bichelbauer, who spoke on behalf of the WTO in Salzburg, has succumbed to the infection he got from the pie, which was hurled in his face after his lecture. The pie which, upon forensic analysis, turned out to contain an active bacillus agent.
Another film that is shown on the Lost Film Fest tour is by the Carbon Defense League, and they have this website, recode.com. Well, the whole concept behind recode.com is that it allows consumers to set their own prices by giving them a downloadable barcode generator to repair the broken prices. Now, this didn't make Walmart or Kellogg's Corporation very happy, so they've decided to launch a lawsuit against the kids. Kids took down the original content of the website, but in its place they put up a video explaining the entire situation called I'm Not Stealing.
There is a flaw in the system. Stealing should be wrong. It is wrong, but that doesn't stop it from happening to us every day. Shouldn't we fix this problem? There's nothing wrong with making a profit or running a business. The problem comes when we don't care about the other costs involved. The cost to the land that we drill in. The people whose back are broken manufacturing the cheap goods we buy. And you, our friends that just want an honest wage.
I feel like there's something really unique about Lost Film Festival in that it's accessible. There's something that the activist world often misses on, and it's that we're pretty strident and we don't get culture. And I think Lost Film Festival is actually born of a love of culture.
Joke time. Okay, so why are Nazis terrible DJs?
Why?
Because they can't tell the difference between 33 and 45.
Waka waka!
Waka waka!
One thing I'd really like to say a lot is that it doesn't cost anything to think. Do it yourself, is the whole idea of self-expression in art that doesn't take economics into account. You can't necessarily commodify what it is that I do. You know, that's what makes me feel inspired, and as soon as you can really commodify it, it won't be a Lost Film Fest anymore. Lost Film Fest is a way to present ideas. Not necessarily popular ideas.